Hello and welcome to the 5th episode already. Now we have set foot on the moon or Luna. Our base towards Mars is on its way. We are going to make a second one as soon as we can if we have the boost available. So we going to need to wait about 1 month, then we can set it down. At least the base module already. And meanwhile, we are going to wait for the next project to unlock, which reduces boost costs, which is going to be the rocket freighters or something like that. Not sure if then what the name actually is again. Rocket. Oh, wait a second. Freighter is probably better. Nuclear freighters, not rocket freighters. Nuclear freighters. So that's going to help us again with the reduction in boost costs. I think there is at least one other project which I'm not sure of right now, which one it is. So I'm not sure where it exactly is because I didn't find it. I know there's one within the rocket tech, but that needs like advanced fusion techniques, something with hydrogen storage, I think, something like that. But the other one I don't know right now. So there's something we have missed so far which didn't get unlocked. So that's a problem. So this one leads to, I think, the advanced chemical rockets, exactly. So this one is one. It reduces the cost, but we don't have that either. And so there's something in between, but I don't know which one it is. I didn't find it because maybe I was blind. And also we don't have any of the other technologies anyway, so that's not really helpful either. So let's see what it will be if there's something we didn't see, which gets unlocked eventually that helps us with that boost cost. Solar steamers here is also important to increase the time to make these things arrive. But we don't have electrothermal propulsion yet. It's something we're going to pick up soonish, probably. And now we have to decide what else we are going to actually do now. So nuclear freighters is here. Fusion freighters does not increase this, no. So maybe there's something down here, I don't know. Doesn't look like it. This is already other projects, yeah. I'm not sure which technology we skipped, or maybe if there is even one. Maybe I'm remembering stuff wrong. I don't know. So let's see. We can't speed up stuff anyway, so we don't know. These ones are now locked down basically, so we have to just live what we got here. And in this episode, we are going to solidify on Mars. We are going to also continue solidifying here in Europe, which is now firmly in our hand. We have Europe,
We've moved the
EU,
needle.
we have Germany.
We lost their trail.
Ah, that's a crackdown. Okay, so we're going to continue this.
Increasingly with us.
And so we are going to... Ah, yeah, there is the alien operation. So we definitely need this one to get done. We can pick that up after one of those projects here. The Xenolabs are actually one of the first ones we want to get out of the way as soon as we can. So that's something we definitely want to do. So alien operations, here we go. So that we can first detect our first alien doctorate and visit it with friendly measures.
Our associates are
There
now
we go.
in charge.
Now we have the second control point here in the UK. All perfect. And now we can continue with this to expand our lead here. So we are going to actually finish up UK if possible. We do need a bit more of control points now quickly. And when this is done, we're actually going to already look towards Spain here as a next one to be taken over before we continue. Because Spain, for example, dropped out of the EU, same as Italy. We want to get these nations back into our, well, Federation construct here and use them to make a lot of mission control, a lot of boost and everything that we need here, or a lot of funding, because we are going to run into money problem eventually. So that's something we have to do. Valerie here, you're going to supposed to buy this one and to get this orc here. So ideally we can also make that work. But now I'm going to just jump ahead already because, well, it's mostly the same actions currently. Just try to crack down stuff, take over things, upgrade things, buy some orcs. Not too many fancy things are happening. And later in this episode we want to talk about the first ship constructions that we are going to aim for in the next episodes. Okay, our next quest is done. Alien operations. Unhelpfully, domestic law enforcement tends to close investigation once apparent up to peace return, and thus it has fallen to our local operatives to follow up on the many rumors of erratic and aberrant behavior among the reappeared. Concerningly, their investigation interviews strongly corroborate these reports and indeed suggest that the true purpose of alien abductions is something other than mere research and experimentation.
Chancellor,
so we can now
given
finally
their
see everything.
technological superiority, there must be some reason they have not resorted to genocide. That reason may be our opening.
So from the beginning, the clandestine aggressive nature of the alien actions was a puzzle. For if they were hostile, why take the trouble to make landfall? Even the most aggressive anti-alien voices within our debates have admitted that should the aliens wish to eliminate us, they could do so with little difficulty. We are at the bottom of a gravity well, they are at the top. The disparity in power is enormous. Yet the aliens have made no moves towards open violence. The two most likely explanations: they have stayed their hand due to ethical concern, or they seek to exploit us. Unfortunately, the second now appears the more likely. Countries are rapidly falling under the alien sway, with governments and leaders being subverted or directly controlled. Perhaps we should be grateful that the alien intend conquest rather than genocide, but as things stand, it is a small comfort. What do the aliens hope to achieve by taking control of our planet? What benefit could a subjugated species bring? As yet, we have many questions and few answers. All we can do is continue to study their actions in the hope that some key will be revealed. So now we have the alien threat monitor here, and we can get alien movements later. Okay, set our goals. Now that the alien objectives have become clear, a point of divergence has been reached. All must choose a side. On the one hand, we have the peace faction. They argue that the aliens possess such clear and overwhelming superiority that our realistic chance is for some kind of negotiated treaty or surrender. Protectorate is knocking here. The earlier we can reach agreement, the less harsh the terms are likely to be. An unglamorous end, but perhaps the only achievable one. Opposed is the war faction. They argue that the aliens are clearly openly hostile, that we have no choice but to resist. Reports have surfaced of other alien species used as expendable cannon fodder should we surrender. Humanity's fate is likely to be no better. Resistance has at least offered some slim chance of freedom. Surrender means a bleak and certain fate. And there are a few remaining holdouts like me who still hope for some cooperative resolution. Is it possible? Or are we the greatest fools of all? So we have to complete a cooperative resolution. Yeah, this one is, I think, really expensive. Oh, Best and Brightest is a project that we get afterwards. I don't know. I think that's new as well. So, yeah, 25,000. That's the problem. I mean, like, other faction guards projects are extremely small. But can we show that in tech tree? And this leads to Best and Brightest. A chance that officers will promote from any triggering event. Ooh, we get better officers or faster. All future councillors candidates will have the quick learner trait if they are eligible for it. Nice. And we get 20 command... 20 control points from this. Ooh, this is of course very powerful. But 25,000 is far out of our budget currently. Instead, we are going to go into the solid core fission reactor. I'm going to talk about why later. Now let's see if there anything is that we can push globally. Yes, we want to have a rival law. We also want to get superconducting magnets if possible, because we lost orbitals already. And now we are going to continue here and progress towards more stuff. Okay, we have finished the nuclear freighters project, which is the next one we were waiting for, which decreases the boost cost if we fire something up from Earth. It also speeds up the HEP module, so that's important. And now actually we have to decide what we are going to do. I think we are going to prepare for the first ships. So that would be the solid core fission reactor, because we need that to get to the Helicon drive, which we are going to work towards slowly. But we are also going to need other things for that, like the higher energy electromagnetic propulsion. but we also need other things. So we're going to push this one a bit. Maybe we can still sneak it if the resistance doesn't pay attention to it, which is unlikely. But we don't need to speed this one up. We are not in a hurry here. This is also just useful. And now we are currently on the way to break into Spain here, just to get more stuff going. Yeah, we don't really have much to buy currently. Oh, we could buy science here. Let's do this. Yeah, so that's more or less the plan currently. Now we are going to send a third base to Mars. That's the last one though. So we are going to check what is left available here. We took 2 bases with high amount of nobles now. And we do lack water and volatile there now. Which means we definitely want to pick something here which has high volatiles. Ideally, it also has a bit of fissiles. So this one is tempting, but we are not going to do it. So it's going to be 15... Yeah, I think it's going to be this one. 51 water, 33 was a fissiles and volatiles. That's what we want. So Tantalus fossil. We're going to visit here. We're going to immediately wrap up this one. The boost cost basically half now. So that's of course ideal. And now we do have a bit of boost left, which means we can actually send out stuff into the asteroid belt here, which we do want to do. So we have to see where do we... Wow, they already have arrived at Toth. Wow. So we have to see, maybe there's actually... So do we see... I mean, we had intel sharing with some of those, so we do see something. What do we see already? Yeah, some asteroids we do see already. But by the looks of it, yeah, the resistance got a really nice one here. Toth is also decent. Yeah, we don't... this one is not worth it though. So instead we are going to prospect on our own here, which means we just go for these ones here. There we go. And sort by, I don't know, sort by volatiles? I'm not sure. Let's sort by orbit actually. Ooh. This one has a high amount of fissiles. Oh, there is already... What does this mean? Oh, it's already scouted. Okay, that's what it means. Oh, 3.3 fissiles. Oh, that's the best one we got actually. Really? Yeah, by the looks of it. That's the best one there is. Wow. Do we take it? And we do need fissiles though. Okay, let's do it. We take this one as well. 10 boost, here we go. So now we are going to scout something. We still have a little bit of boost available. Palace has 2 sides actually. It would have decent amount of... Yeah, let's send a probe here. There we go. We do have a bit more boost available. So what if we go for volatiles again here? Go for metals. Psyche is usually pretty good. Asperia is usually something that the aliens take. Bertha as well. So let's scout this one though. And this one as well. We do have the boost now. Then also some... Yeah, Vesta is taken. Yeah, Lutetia is usually decent. Let's scout Calliope as well. And leader. Yeah, like this. Let's go for those ones. Yeah. And maybe let's see for water. Yeah, let's go team is scouted at least. There we go. So some of them are now on their way. And we are going to definitely expand further into the solar system, into the asteroid belt. We know from the previous campaigns, from the Humanity First campaign, that the asteroid bases are less likely to be taken out by the other factions. So we can, therefore, later on, basically fortify them with layered defense arrays and just hope that nothing happens to them. So that at least if someone flies there, it has to fight. But that's of course for later. Just want to get bases going. Now we need to see, okay, how much will it cost us here? So we will need 12 boost and then another 3, which means about 1.5 months of production under current conditions. And we are still waiting for our first base to finish, which is going to finish in September of this year, and then everything can be boosted up, and then we are also going to go into orbitals here on and around Earth. I think we still need to do the orbital core, yeah. But that's something we can do soonish. Until then, we are going to continue expanding what we have here. Arrival laws now finishing up in a second, which is going to open up the national labs and other things which we can use. We also want to go into arrival security relatively soonish, but yeah, things for the future here. I think now it's slowly progressing into going really well. We also integrated Portugal into the EU here just to boost up more stuff. And actually what I want to do now is I want to pull out Birmingham out of the UK with the demand stuff thing. We don't need that one. Yeah, do this.
Public sentiment is increasingly with
because
us.
we need to reduce our
Crackdown complete.
our control point usage more or less, so we can pull out stuff
Mission
from the UK.
complete.
So we demand a claim here. What? It's not possible? Why does it say it's possible? Oh, it doesn't say anymore. Oh. Oh, it said that earlier, but maybe that's... because I federated. I could have done that before I federated. Okay, so that was a problem now. Huh. Should we have done that? Nah, maybe it's okay. I think it will be okay, so we don't do this at all now. We can't federate here either. We can't... And we can get Hamburg or Munich. But I don't know if that's actually a solution here. So the GDP is 800. Hamburg would be a massive boon. Of course, that would weaken Germany significantly. Would also transfer a lot of the emission control burden towards France. I'm not sure if I want to do this, but I want to get this one to 5 control points. But I think I don't want to weaken Germany here, so we are going to let this fall. I made a mistake here, but it doesn't matter. So we just continue as is. Sadly, we can't use that at all here. We don't want to declare war on Yemen either. So we just cancel the action here. Fine with me. I should have done that before we unified, so I didn't check that. That was a mistake. Then we could have pulled Birmingham here, but doesn't matter. So, we rush forward and expand our space presence. And yeah, let's keep going. Okay, to wrap up this episode, let's see where we are. Now we have gotten control of the executive of Spain here. One control point was in between lost to the protectorate again, but we don't have the capacity to currently take it away again. And also we got the executive in Italy here, so we hope that we can therefore do something with that as well. The what I want to try out now is what exactly happens if I actually do the demand claim. So we can do
Mission
this
complete.
against Spain now. And I want to claim Barcelona here. Yeah, definitely Barcelona. That gives us 15 million people, 600 GDP. So this would be a very nice upgrade to the EU. I hope that we also save some points from this, so let's try it out. There we go, we did it. Yeah, we lost 4 points, that's good. And now let's see what the cooldown for this whole thing is. January. Okay, so we have a cooldown of November, 3 months. So that's good. So in 3 months we could either take another province or we could federate Spain into the EU. I think that I'm going to actually federate them in. So now they drop to 3 control points, making these ones a lot cheaper. Oh, it's still 13 actually, so it's not a lot cheaper though. But we are still not at where I want to be with 5 control points. We are not going to do Restored Warsaw Pact here. No, we are not going to. So obsolete. Maybe the AI will. Probably the AI will. But now the most important thing is we do have available the Crowded Diplomacy here and the Common Cause, which both have more or less the same effect, reducing these kind of cooldowns that we currently saw for these kind of interactions. So they are also both getting us 10 control point to our cap, which means that we getting closer to not being over cap again, which is very important currently because we are really struggling. In regards to Italy, I actually also want to do the same in 123 days to transfer Milan to the EU. And hopefully this will get us over the threshold for 5 control points, because that's what I want to do. And later on, of course, I want to unify both of the rump states of Spain and Italy into the EU when they have maxed out their mission control here, which is currently not the case yet. But we are working on it. Actually, we don't need to make boost here. Boost time is over by now. And we can see that we're already up to 34 mission control. It's going up quickly now because we are building mission control in all of our controlled states here. So that's really good. And we also finished our first mining base on Mars. So we have 3 others and 1 on the asteroid belt here available. I'm still considering if I maybe want to go for another asteroid belt base. So for example, I was considering this Mars base here. And I also was considering... I think it's gone now. I think it was this one. Yeah, I think this one is gone. So we are waiting for our probes to arrive. Do we want to take this one? Getting a bit more metal can't hurt. We also need more water though. So that's a problem. Yeah, but I think for that we can use asteroids. I don't really want to go too heavy on Mars right now. I think I actually want to use my mission control that we have left here. So we can only go to like 25 freely before we run into trouble with the aliens, so that we instead are actually going to get the first orbital into Leo 2 here. So we have this. And then we can do actually a solar array here. We are still lacking the agriculture module because I couldn't get that one yet. And what we want to do now is get the xenology labs going, which we need here. So that we have... Wait a second. Did I just make... Oh, I just made a space science lab. But that's fine. That would be the next one we make. Okay, that's so that's 3 xenology labs for 5. Alright, so that's 5 xenology labs, that's what we need. Well, we do need 9 actually to get the maximum bonus here. So do we just override this one again? We do. Waste of resources though. So we need another solar array here. And then we continue making Xenology labs here, as many as we can. And now we are already in boost territory, which is fine though. A little bit of boost costs here. Here we go. So now we do have... not sure. What's that? So we do have... 4. I think we missed something? So 3, 5, 8, 10. We even made 1 too many. Doesn't matter, we have to rebuild this one anyway soon enough when we get the casino station, when we get the agriculture module and so on, so we can just reap the benefits of this for the moment. That should be fine. And ideally we continue making more bases here. So actually I think we can make 1 more, really. Because it will cost us mostly boost. So we just put that in Leo 2 as well. Then we can already talk what it will be. So what we need next is actually probably going to be the social science lab and the space science labs, because of the research project we have to do. So for example, we will go and progress further into the social sciences here, like these ones, but there's also the national labs here, some of the Federation project, like the African Confederation for later, but we don't have to do this now. And also we want the alien project, of course. And then the information science, which is going to be that's also going to be important. So we can investigate this. Space science gave mission control, right? Yes. So we want the bonus for the mission control. Which basically means we do 2 solar arrays here and then 5, 10 space science labs. And then probably knowledge. Not sure if that's actually going to be the next one. We don't need to rush the life science lab because we don't need the welfare boost that urgently. We also don't need the energy lab right now because we don't want to boost that much, and we also don't go into the energy technologies as of yet. So it's going to be... yeah, social science is going to be the next one due to the social science bonus and the space science bonuses here. So we actually want to get at least 1 more into orbit, so let's do this. So that they can already start constructing. So we just make 1 more orbit in Leo 2 here. So this will be social science, and this will be space science. And then we are going to build those in the beginning of the next episode to get our first proper research bonuses going here. And I think these ones will be the ones we need most for the start, because I do think that I'm going to go into some more social science projects first. Of course, there will also be a little bit of ship projects, and that's what I want to talk about now for the end of the episode, because I think in the next episode we are going to actually already start constructing our next ship, our first ship. So what we want on a weapon is actually we want to go into railguns, for which we still need to do the kinetics warfare research. So military stations would also be something we could consider, because we have to do the kinetics warfare doctrine, we have to do railguns for 5k, and then we have to do, of course, the batteries here, for example, which are also going to be quite some research that we have to invest here. So probably the cannon and the railgun batteries, both of them have to be done. And then probably even the tier 2 ones here, the improved versions of that, because we do already have magnetic force manipulation. So we could get to those. And then even tier 3 would be available if we want to. I mean, the other thing is that we rush into coil guns here, but that's 30k. I don't think we can afford that as of now. We do have other global projects that need to be done first. Also, we do need supercapacitors as well, which is something we also want, but that's behind a lot of stuff we have to get. Now, that's a weapon. We also need a point defense, of course. So point defense is going to be the first one, point defense. So the point defense weapon will be just the standard infrared combat lasers here, which we have to research. And then we can do the point defense. Not the point defense array. Is it just the... it's just the directed energy warfare that we need for the point defense laser turret here for the ship module. So we do need infrared combat lasers and that's it. No, wait a second, we need principal space warfare. Yeah. So that's the point defense we need. We have the ray guns that we need. So that's all stuff we can do next episode because it's relatively cheap. And then we want to get the Helicon drive for a ship drive here. So the Helicon already has the high energy magnetic propulsion done. We just need to research the molten core fission reactor here. So then we can get going on the Helicon drive. And yeah, so that's going to be our main drive for the moment. And molten core fission reactor is also unlocked already, I think. So actually we should probably get this going after one of those. So the molten... Where are you? Don't tell me I actually accidentally... Oh no, I don't have it unlocked yet. Huh. I thought I have. No, I don't have it unlocked yet. So we have to wait for this one to get unlocked. Yeah, compact. Yeah, we have to wait for this one to get unlocked so that we can go into the molten core thing. So actually let's check it one more. Helicon drive, molten core fission reactor. Oh, it still needs molten core fission systems. That's what we need to do. So we have to do one 10,000 tech, 10,000, yeah, this tech here, which is going to be very expensive, but that's fine. We have to do this. And then we can get the Helicon drive here. Right? Or is that an optional? May unlock. Completion may unlock. Now we have to do this one if I read this correctly. So that's something we have to do. But good. It will be fine. So it's not impossible to do. Of course we do have to do molten core fission, which is going to be relatively expensive. So we have to get started on that pretty soonish. We have all the requirements done. So we have to get started on that, so that we can get started on ships relatively soonish. Which means we don't get this tech. Now let's wait what the AI will pick here. So what are they going to do?
Recon complete.
What are they going to... Really, they are trying to purchase again. What? Maybe we should defend our points here. Maybe that would be worth it. So you're going to just defend here.
Securing our interests.
Probably should also do a defend here in Spain there.
Protecting our interests.
So that nobody takes the remnants that we have there. And... yeah, let's keep going. Let's see what's going to get picked.
Securing our control.
Come on. One more day.
Any species
There we go.
capable
Oh,
of
no, really, unity movement. Ha! Okay, that's unfortunate, so we are not going to get this one either. Yeah, we have to invest heavily now. So Unity movements is too expensive currently. I don't think we can win the race here, right? Maybe we can. If they
We're
don't
winning
fight
their
us
hearts
here.
and minds.
The people will come to our side.
If they don't start investing again... No, they just did, so... But we still are supposed to win, so that's something we can follow up with. Yeah. But basically, we are going to build up our space presence in the next episode and prepare. Also, we don't need a shipyard, so we have to do one more base, actually. Yeah, we have to do one more base. And we do need to go into arrival security, but we also need to do... Oh, we have so much stuff to do, and we don't have the research for this. So it's going to be a big struggle still. I mean, we are decent with 2,000, but... At least we are leading in science output now. But yeah, this is not going too great. How does the resistance have 467? What do they own? They own India, right? Yeah, they own most of India. Protectorate that's snagged in India, China. Whatever they are doing here, that's not going to work. This has united already. They also have Egypt here, and they have the Nordics here. What I want to do actually is when we get the Unity movements, then we can do the Nordic Federation and stuff. So that's going to be helpful because then we can unify more stuff in Europe as well. But that's something for the next episode as well. So leave a like and subscribe and see you in the next one.